Welcome back for a new Ethereum analysis. 2 days ago this band was refused 9 times in 10, and it is now accepted 1 time in 2. Before the band, the frame it lives in. Every week this pair has ever printed, 469 of them, on a logarithmic axis, because $300 to the record is a 16-fold move. The record sits near 4,957 and it printed 50 weeks ago. Today stands 61% under it, with the worst week since near 1,506. Here is the first of 3 gauges, and it stays on screen for the rest of the video. It does not read price, it reads rank, what share of the closes in this frame the tape is above. Against 469 weeks, today beats 59% of them. Now the shaded slice becomes the whole frame. 364 completed days, and instead of price the axis reads distance under the ceiling of that year, because at this scale the shape of a drawdown says more than a number does. The floor is near 1,506. Second gauge, same price, 1 frame in. Against those 364 days the tape beats 18% of them, middle of a whole record and the bottom fifth of a single year, both true at once. And something only a year frame shows. That ceiling printed 350 days back, so in a fortnight it leaves the window and the yearly high steps down about 4% with no new candle. Calendar, not signal. Down to the working chart, and the third gauge fills in. 999 completed hours, and the tape stands above 84% of them. So one price reads 84, 18 and 59 at the same moment. High in the window, low in the year, middle of the record. The band is the subject. Its floor and its roof round to numbers a single dollar apart, and the whole thing is worth 0.07% of the price. The last read here measured how long the tape stayed above it and got 2 hours out of 22. 42 hours have completed since that file closed. 20 of them finished above the roof, 8 finished inside the band, and 14 finished under the floor. 48% against 9. And nothing was crossed to do it. Over the whole life of the break, 64 hours, 22 closed above the roof, and 20 of those 22 arrived in the last 42. The state changed, the level did not. Watch what that argument is worth on the other 2 gauges. Drag the cursor from the floor of the band to its roof. The hourly gauge climbs 1.5 points. The yearly gauge does not move. The record gauge does not move. 2 days of argument, 1 needle. Overhead, the rung near 1,937 has now been pierced twice and closed above never. The second piercing reached 1,938 and gave it all back inside the hour, which is what the first one did as well. The high above it, near 1,943, has not been touched again, and the hour on screen reads 5 cents over the last completed one, which does not make it a fact. Underneath, nothing was asked. 4 graduations sit below, and all 42 hours closed above everyone, with no print through any. The worst of the stretch, near 1,906, came within $2 of the nearest. Both averages have arrived on the band, the slower inside it, the faster a fraction over its roof, $1.50 apart. On closed hours the day is up 0.5%, strength 47. Analysis, not advice. Subscribe for tomorrow's audit of today's call, leave a like if the discipline showed, and send this to a friend who watches these levels.